up? What up? What up? Mic check 1, 2. Let me cut it. Let me cut it. Let me cut it. What up? What up? What's going on, y'all? What's going on? I'm over here checking out Twitter. Look, I'll show you. Oh, is it coming up? Yeah. Can y'all see it? Yeah. But let me cut that back off because I'm not sure what they're getting ready to show. I was sitting here messing around with Twitter before the live, man. I haven't looked at Twitter in like 2 months, probably since the last live stream I looked at Twitter. Man, or I guess it ain't Twitter, it's X, right? My bad. It is what it is. It is what it is. Let me set this straight. Let me get it on something in case I hit the button by accident or something. I don't want something popping off all crazy. Like everything on X is messed up, man. We got some crazy stuff going on. It's crazy stuff going on. So what's up with y'all? I just wanted to stop in, say what's up, hang out with y'all for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Get it in. Check this out. Check this out. I got me another cam set up, man. Let me see if it'll man, I got some, man, I don't know what's going on with the damn camera, man. I was sitting here messing around with it yesterday. Worked absolutely perfect. Now it's all jumping around on my hat and shit. What the come on, man. What the hell is going on with the... Oh, let me show you. Oh, no, that's not the one. Hold up. Yeah, check that out. Y'all can see the whole green screen and everything in the back. Got a whole nother camera set up. I can unplug that joker and go walk around the house and hang out with y'all. But I won't be able to, like, see and shit, I don't think. Because, like, if I'm... Well, I'll be able to see where I'm walking and stuff like that. But if I put it on myself, I don't know, I might be able to... I wonder if I could do the camera where you got yourself in it and then everything you're looking at and it has a little box with yourself in it. I wonder if I can do that on a live stream. Well, I bet you I could. I'm thinking I possibly could. You know what I'm saying? What up, Mama Bear? Man, we were just talking about you, huh, Niecy? We were like, where the hell Mama Bear prepping been? I swear, we were just talking about you like an hour and a half ago or something, man. We started looking up every channel from back in the days. You know, not even really back in the days, but like from the very start, really. Because we don't hardly see any prepping channels no more. When I'm on the YouTube, none of the prepping channels pop up. So we started looking at people to see, like, when's the last time they did something, man. Ain't seen Carbon Q ain't done nothing. You ain't done nothing, Mama Bear. Prepper Nations, like, not doing a whole lot. You know what I mean? He just doing a little bit. I mean, some people haven't posted in like 2-3 years. I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on? What's up with that? I know I be taking breaks and shit. Well, not really breaks. I just, you know, have shit happen or I take a break or whatever, man. But I ain't ever gonna quit till the good Lord takes me. You know what I'm saying? Because I just be loving hanging out. You know what I mean? I got surprises coming with my buddy. What you got coming, Gert? What you got coming? KC Smalls, what up? Sarah B, what up? Gia Hunting and Fish, 910, what up? Shit, I'm wondering if YouTube was even going to let y'all know I was going live, man, for real. You know what I mean? Let me see here. Let me see here. Do we really need both cameras? Not really. Not really. Let me see. Whoa. There it is. All right, let's see if my other camera will stay doing good. Like if I lean back or if I come over here. Why is it doing that? It's doing that about right there. What is it? Is it the light? Do I need less light? Maybe I need less light. Let me let's see. Let's see if less light helps. You know what I'm saying? That might have did the trick. That might have did the trick. So what's up, man? What y'all been keeping up with? What's up, Firefly? What y'all been keeping up with? Y'all been keeping up with this Diddy shit? With the old Diddy joint? Did he do it or didn't he? Man, I be having some weird thoughts on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you can't trust media. You can't trust the powers that be. You can't trust nothing. And I'm not saying Diddy's a good dude. Don't get it twisted. But I think there's some shady shit going on, man. I think there's some shady shit going. Cause look, if you think Diddy's the only one doing crazy shit out here sexually with billions of dollars and millions of dollars, man, a lot of these freaky motherfuckers doing all kinds of crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? There's all kinds of rich people doing all kinds of wild ass shit. You don't think the Playboy Mansion was crazy as fuck? Hustler parties and shit? Come on, man. Now, I don't know about all that peeing in the mouth shit. I don't know if y'all heard, but Cassie, whatever the fuck her name is, talking about dudes peeing in her mouth. I don't know what the fuck could be sexual about that. I ain't never thought to myself, man, I want to piss in this girl's mouth. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? But you know what? Just for the record, I want to be on record. I kind of think it's a setup, man. Because if you look at the whole timeline of it, I think Diddy done rubbed some big wig motherfucker the wrong way. Whoever like kept putting him on, you know, and some people say Clive Davis and this and that and this and that, but there's even people bigger than that. You know what I mean? There's some big money motherfuckers out here. And Diddy was getting wrapped up in some big money. And I ain't even gonna talk about, you know, black and white and all that shit. Because when it comes down to it, if you rub some of these rich motherfuckers the wrong way, man, they'll destroy everything you fucking got, man. They'll give it to you, and then they'll take it away. And I swear, I think they're just doing this. They're doing them dirty as shit. Only thing you hear about is his sexual shit. Now, this chick that he was doing all this sexual shit with was with this Bama for 10 years. 10 years she was doing this shit. You gonna tell me that? And well, you know, abused people, they, man, come on, man. This chick was getting high. Then she was getting fucked up. You know what I'm saying? What's good, Albert? What's good? Man, I just think I think this Casey chick, I think whoever's rich, you know, because they ran together for like 10 years. So I think Cassie, I think she knew some of the big wigs that Diddy had fucked with the money game. I think Diddy done fucked around and tried to step on somebody's feet. You know, maybe he was trying to move his own liquor or move his own clothes even more than what you supposed to, and wasn't letting other people in on the profits or something, or man, it could have been as simple as he got in a phone argument with some really rich, powerful motherfucker, and they was like, what? This little peon motherfucker think he's somebody because he got $1 billion? Man, I got $152 billion. This little mother, you know what? What's Cassie's phone number? Man, dial that motherfucking number real quick. This mumble mouth motherfucker, man, fuck Diddy, man. Let me talk to Cassie real. Hey, Cassie. Hey, you remember when you was doing all that shit with Diddy back in the days? Remember when that motherfucker whooped your ass in the hotel, man? Who got that video? I remember there was a video. Somebody had that. Oh, you think he still got it? Man, let me get that motherfucking number. You got his number? You about sick of Diddy anyway, right? I know your husband don't like that motherfucker, man. But what's up? You trying to get paid? Yeah, they just passed something. You know, they want to get Trump on some shit, so they passed some law in NYC. I think you might be able to do something. You might be able to get some change. You down? All right, well, let me get that dude's number so I can get this video. We get that video out there in the media. Then you get your, I'll send a lawyer over to you. Yeah, this motherfucker done started some shit with me and ran his motherfucking mouth. We gonna have to do him in. Next thing you know, Diddy's being ran up on. He had to cut a check to Cassie for 30 mil, 24 hours. He probably calling dude. Dude ain't answering the phone. He calling dude like, man, I'm sorry, man. I was drunk, man. I didn't mean to talk that way to you, man. Come on, man. Don't ruin my whole life. Now this motherfucker stuck up in prison. All because he like watching his girl get peed in the mouth. I swear, man, things is fucked up. How the fuck you get a RICO by yourself? I mean, I know there's multiple personalities and shit. I know you can be more than one person and shit. You know what I'm saying? But how the fuck you gonna have a RICO with one motherfucker in jail? That's not a RICO. That's a UNO. You know what I'm saying? Don't make no damn sense to me, man. Just don't make no damn sense to me. None of this shit makes no sense to me. Then you got TMZ burning. Everybody using this shit for some, and look, here I am talking. I'm sitting here talking about the shit. But everybody using this shit for content. Everywhere you go, you just dial in Diddy, man. You'll have all kinds of videos popping up. Man, I'm telling you, they doing this dude dirty. 50 Cent ain't cutting him no slack neither. 50 Cent really want to do his ass in, man. I don't know what's up with that. He is a monster troll, man. I fucks with 50 Cent so hard. And what about Trump trolling the South African president dude or whatever? Bam. Now, this is what I heard. I didn't watch it. But this is what I heard. I heard Trump was like, hey, man, you know, what's up with the folks over there, you know, trying to kill all the white farmers over there in South Africa. You know, you got leaders over there and shit trying to pump up the crowd to go. And the South African president, he's like, no, man, ain't none of that shit going on, Trump. Man, what you talk? Man, that's just bullshit. Trump said, hold up, man, hold. I got the video. Like Whack 100. I got the content. And he slaps a video up and shows that Bama and about 12 million motherfuckers. That's some cold shit right there, man. Trump does not fuck around. You know what Biden would have done. Biden would have had the motherfucker to the motherfucking White House, gave him about $300 billion of our hard-earned money, and said, all right, see you later. You know what I'm saying? Biden just gave all our money away. All the shit he didn't put in his own pockets. Sorry, motherfucker. But, I mean, I gotta give it to Trump, man. I gotta give it to him. That motherfucker don't play, man. He'll put it on you. He'll put it on you. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with dude, man. They passed that thing with the tax for tips, man. Now you ain't gonna get taxed for your tips. You know, I was thinking about that. I was like, man, there's gonna be some loopholes in that shit. Let's say I'm a come to your house to lay some rug. Let's just say I'm gonna do a repair on your carpet. I come to your house. I tell you, look, my minimum charge is $250. I don't do nothing for no less than $250. But I tell you what, to keep some shit off the books, and not be sweating it, I'll charge you $50 and you give me $100 tip. And we call it a day. It'll save you $100. And it'll save me from having to put $250 on my taxes. Now I only got to put 50 and pay taxes on 50 and pocket 100. You know what I'm saying? That would be slick. That would be slick. There are gonna be some loopholes with this tax shit, and there should be loopholes, cause we shouldn't be taxed in the first place. Let me ask y'all something. I was thinking about this. People gonna say, oh, but we need taxes, man. You gotta take money from people, you know, for the schools, for the roads. Gotta have traffic lights. You know what I'm saying? Gotta have weather modification. Weapons built to blow up country. Shit, you gotta have things, right? But then I thought about it and I'm like, well, hold up, man. People will take care of their own. People will take care of motherfuckers they don't even know. How many GoFundMes have y'all heard about that got $300,000 because of something happening to somebody? Or, even the criminals, or people say they're criminals. I don't really know the whole story, but I know there was a story about some dude shot some dude. Then he went and got a GoFundMe and got like $500,000 or something. And I was thinking to myself, why not just, give it up for the people instead of stealing from me? Threatening my freedom to put me in prison if I don't pay you these taxes. You should leave it up to choice, man. There's plenty of people. There's plenty of money out here. You ain't got to steal people's money. Only thing you got to do is put it out there like, hey, in your community, we need to fix this road and this road because there's some potholes. You know what I'm saying? We need some people to pitch in so we can get these potholes done. I guarantee you, anybody using that road fucking up their car and it's costing them tires and wheel alignments and fucking axles breaking and shit, they're gonna be pitching in. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I got $100 on that, man. Shit, I drive that road every day. My car's all fucked up because of them damn potholes. You talk about schools and shit. I guarantee you, anybody sending their motherfucking kids to school, if they got some extra change, they gonna send it in and donate and make sure the schools are top notch. Some of the richest schools in the world ain't built with our taxes. Some of the best schools in the country, they don't get tax money. That's all privately funded. That's all rich motherfuckers putting the money in. They just want to strip your money out your pocket and then strip your power from anything. The elites, these rich motherfuckers, man, they want to pay for their own schools. They don't want tax and federal funds and the federal government involved. They want to teach their kids how to control and move and hold on to generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, this world is crucial, Jack. These motherfuckers smart, man. These motherfuckers smart. The level of living is your level of education. Now hear me out on this. The level of your living is the level of your education. Let's just say you on food stamps, welfare, the government pays for your house. The only thing you do is send in $12, to make up for that little bit of a house payment. You get food stamps from the government. That's going to be the level of your education as far as living. Because that's what you know. Now, you may know a couple other things. You may know, oh, yeah, it costs $300,000 to buy a house. Or, man, I could rent a nicer house if I wasn't using federal funds. If I was making, $30 an hour or some shit, right? But imagine the level of knowledge you would have about real estate or a house if you was making $1 million a year. Imagine how much more knowledge you would have. Just furniture. You know what I'm saying? Because you would have the money to go out and buy some upgraded ass furniture. You know what I'm saying? You'd be able to figure out how a house is built and what's better for a house as it's being built. Most motherfuckers probably don't even, oh, it's some bricks and some wood and they put some insulation in there and it'll itch if it gets on your skin. You know what I'm saying? But there's levels to this shit. You think you think these really rich motherfuckers got their house built with press board and shit? They using 1-inch plywood with extra sheetings on top and shit. The level of I mean, come on, man. I put builder's grade carpet in rental houses, base housing, anything that's going to be rented out. You put a builder's grade carpet in there, and it is pure shit. That shit's about that thin. You know what I'm saying? That shit lasts about 6 months before it starts fucking up. But there's some people that got some money and they order some high dollar shit and they pay way more for it. But man, that shit'll last like 20 years. You know what I mean? There's carpet out there that'll last just as long as hardwood. Well, probably not as long as hardwood. I'm probably lying a little bit. But I'm just saying, man, there's levels to this shit, man. And just imagine the shit that we can't think of because we don't have money like that. And when you grown, it's all about the money, man. You know, what money you spending, what you buying, what's going on around you, what you can afford to do. You know what I mean? If you can afford to, if you go on vacation and go camping a couple miles down from your house with a Coleman stove, like I do. Coleman stove, Coleman lantern, chilling. I mean, yeah, I be camping. And it's fun as a motherfucker. But imagine if I had some money and on my vacation, I could go to like Switzerland or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Or China. You know what I'm saying? Imagine the knowledge that I would have. I'd be, like now I can come back and tell you how to cook some corn on the grill or how to cook up some fried chicken on the grill. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you how Switzerland people live. I can't tell you how the stores are in Switzerland, what the prices be like, what kind of cars they drive, and how pretty the people are or how ugly they are. Like, I have no fucking knowledge whatsoever. But if I had some money, I'd have a whole lot of motherfucking knowledge. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And it's all about money. That's it. When it comes down to it, that's it. And these rich motherfuckers, man. Now, think about this. You got the money that you got. You living fairly decent. Ends are meeting. You got your little car, you got your little house, you doing your thing. You got to write out a will. You got to, well, if I die, my kids get the house, they can split it 4 ways. Boom, bam, bip. Car, that can go to the youngest. My little John boat, it can go to so-and-so. My clothes can go to so-and-so. My writings go to blah, blah, blah. Imagine what these fucking billionaires got to do. I mean, imagine Elon Musk's will. I mean, holy motherfucking shit. He's got to leave like Fortune 1000 companies to motherfuckers and shit. Like, you would have to educate the fuck out of your kids. You know what I mean? You wouldn't be able to send your kids to no regular school. You got $274 billion. Ain't no way I'm sending you to the local school down here. You need to learn how to fuck to deal with all this motherfucking money and all these businesses I own, motherfucker. You gonna own them one day. Shit. It's just weird if you think about it. And we just sit back and we live our lives, man. And we have no idea. I mean, there's so many motherfuckers out here that got a shit ton of money, man. And that's why we fall for the politics too. Ain't no rich motherfuckers falling for no politics, man. I'm telling you, man, rich people, they just gonna be on whatever political side they want and don't nothing affect them. Look, tell me this. If you had $100 million, let's say you had $10 million, would grocery prices really fuck with you that hard? Would you give a fuck if groceries went up $5, $6? You know what I'm saying? But an average Joe, you motherfucker like me, milk go up 20 cents, I'm tripping. I'm like, man, hold the fuck up, man. Milk was $1.89 last week. Why the fuck is $2.34 this week? This shit ain't cool. But these motherfuckers with money, they don't give a fuck what milk costs. They don't give a shit. They got so much motherfucking food in the house, they throw away more food in a week than I eat in a week. They just constantly throwing shit out. They got motherfuckers going to the store for them. They don't even know what they spending on the grocery. But what? Well, you spent $1,200 at the grocery store? Damn, did you get enough for the week? $1,200 just sounds like a little tiny bit. $1,200, was that enough for the week? Or are we gonna starve this week or what? That's what these rich motherfuckers be saying, man. I'm telling you, no bullshit. What up, Anthony? Macabus, what up? What up? What up, Dudley? What up, Loretta? What up, Tiger? Had to look in, see what y'all doing. Man, I've been thinking about this shit, man. Been thinking about this rich shit. You know what I mean? Because I ain't never been rich. I ain't never even been close to rich. I've been poor. Like real poor. You know what I mean? I was talking to my cousin. I was like, man, you know, now that me and Niecy done bought a house, it's like me and you are the only two motherfuckers out of the whole damn family that actually are trying to own a piece of the earth. Every other motherfucker in the family ain't got shit. But my uncle, he bought a house, which is my cousin's adopted dad, because her real dad shot himself, and then my uncle adopted his brother's kids, or his brother's kid. But anyway, it was mind-boggling, because I'm thinking about all the cousins and shit. You know, there were 8. There was my mom and 7 siblings, and out of all those, you know, a bunch of kids were born, but most of them are dead. I think there's only like 3 or 4 of us left, but nobody ever owned anything, man. And then I thought about, I was like, well, a lot of us was on welfare. Like a lot of our parents were on welfare, man. So like the only thing we knew was welfare shit. You know, like when I was coming up, my mama, I knew about food. Like I back in the days with the real food stamps, it was like a little booklet of like Monopoly money type shit. And you would rip them out. It'd be like a $2 booklet and a $5 booklet. And I don't know how they were. You know, I was real young and shit, but I remember seeing them, playing with them, using them and shit. Like straight up food stamps, like straight up Monopoly money. And think about this, if your parents never owned a house and you're growing up and you're on welfare, you got the government paying for your house, how the fuck is your parents going to teach you anything about buying property or owning a home, or how it's better to own a home than rent? Or, you know, some people don't want to own a home. Some people actually just want to rent. They don't want the hassle of owning a home, and if something breaks, they got to pay for it, and this and that and this and that. So I've heard. But it's kind of crazy, man. I was thinking about it. I was like, yeah, I mean, you got these, they're not going to teach their kids the value of owning a home and how to do it, and the importance of keeping yourself straight so you can, like, I wasn't taught things like, don't get in trouble with the law. That way, when you turn 18, you'll have your gun rights. You'll have your, yeah, I don't know. You'll be able to get a better job because, you don't have this shit on your record. Like I was taught that, hey man, fuck the world, fuck the government, fuck everything, man. Live free and wild and just go for it. You know what I mean? And I balance both of these in my brain because I think about the other side and I've lived this side and I think about both. And sometimes I look at the poor side of things and I'm like, that's the closest to real life as you can get. Because we leave this motherfucker and we don't take nothing with us. We're born naked in this bitch with nothing and we die naked in this bitch with nothing. You know what I'm saying? So does it really matter if you own something, if you build something? Even if it's generational, does that really matter, man? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. The thoughts, man, they run wild, y'all. They run wild. I just be thinking all kinds of shit, man. Like what's right and what's wrong? Is what's wrong right and what's right is wrong? Are we being tricked all over? I don't trust shit no more, man. I don't trust nothing. There's so many different things. Now that this motherfucking internet and TVs have gone buck crazy and they're all over the place, and you got so many different people trying to tell you things. Like I just saw something the other day where it was like a doctor talking about salt. And he was like, man, you're being told not to eat salt and reduce salt in your diet, and it's a lie. It's bullshit because these companies want you to take their salt pills and shit. Or they want you to take their crazy ass seasoning that they've came up with, and they're trying to make $1 billion off of the seasoning. So they tell you, don't use salt, use this seasoning. It's more healthy for you. Salt will give you a heart attack and make you die. So he started explaining things and he started saying, man, why the fuck is it when you get rushed to the hospital for an emergency, the first thing they do is plug you up to a big bag of salt water? A saline solution bag full of fucking shit that they just pump into your blood real quick. A whole shitload of salt. I'm like, man, hold up, man. He's right. They do. They do. They hook you up to a bag full of water with a bunch of salt in that motherfucker and pump that shit into your body. Now, if it's so bad for you and you having an emergency, why the fuck would they do that? Saying like you get shot, they do that shit. You know what I'm saying? You have a heart attack, they do that shit. What the fuck? What is the truth, y'all? What is the truth? Are we supposed to be eating salt or not? And I'll tell you this, if I drink a V8 in the morning, man, I get energy like a motherfucker. I feel gooder than a motherfucker. You look on a motherfucking V8 can, that bitch is like 89% fucking salt. Now, I'm exaggerating, but it's like 30-some% or 40% fucking salt. You know what I mean? I'm starting to think that we really are being lied to about every goddamn thing that we fucking come across, man. And then when the truth is spoken, how the fuck are we supposed to know? We've been lied to so much and being lied to and drawn this way and drawn that way. We don't know what the fuck to believe. So you got to go off your own fit, eat something and see how your body feels. For all we know, popsicles and ice cream might be the best food you can possibly fucking eat. You know what I mean? Why, tell me this. Why in the hell does everything that's supposed to be good for you taste like shit? Come on, man. You gonna tell me they can't make something good for you that can taste better? You know what I mean? You can't make the shit taste better? Come on, man. It's all got to taste like shit. And everything that tastes great, I mean, it's delicious. Oh, that's bad for you. That shit gonna kill you. That shit gonna give you a heart attack. You keep eating that shit, you're gonna die. Man, this shit is delicious. The fuck? I don't know, man. I don't know. Greedy, crooked, evil motherfuckers is running around this planet, and they're taking advantage of all of us slaves, because that's what we are. You can think what you want and believe what you want, but I tell you what I believe. I think they got us all enslaved, y'all. Like a motherfucker. And I don't know how to beat. I'm not smart enough to beat the system. I'm not smart enough to do a Mark Zuckerberg or Elon Musk or even a Trump. I mean, that Bama made a couple $1 billion. I'd like to, one time, I've lived 50 years. The most money I've seen at one time is probably like, I think I cashed a couple checks back in the days, and it came up to 24 grand. Now, what mine? My uncle, who has now passed away, so government kiss my ass, ain't nothing to do about it now. But my uncle was using my name. He got some tax problems. He wanted to use my name. This is like 20 years ago. I was 19. I'm 50 now. So it was 30 fucking years ago. So, whatever. Can't get in trouble now. It's too far gone. But I had to cash checks. You know what I mean? And one time, they broke the check, because back then you could get anything under 10 grand and the tax man wouldn't immediately jump on your ass. You know what I mean? If you got a check for $10,000 and 1 cent, the tax man's being called right then and there. Like, you ain't even gonna get out of the bank with the money before the tax man's on your ass. Like, why the fuck are you getting 10 grand? But if you get a check for $9,998, boom, bam, bip, you can walk up out that motherfucker. So what they used to do at this company that we was, doing all these Marriott hotels, is they would break the checks down. If you was going to get a $16,000 check, they'd cut you, a couple $8,000 checks. And so one time, I think it was 3 different checks, and it came up to $24,000. And it was a lot of fucking money, man. Like, you couldn't fit it all in your pockets. I fit a bunch in my pockets because I wanted to walk around like I was a badass. I was a young dude. I remember me and my buddy, we walked into a car dealership. And we was like, man, I like that car, man. Think about getting a car. And they like, you a little young. You sure you can afford a car like this? I was like, what? And I pulled out 2 big-ass chunks of money. I said, man, I can afford a couple cars in here, really, but since you want to be disrespectful and shit, which I couldn't afford because it was my uncle's money, we were on the way back to the job to give him all the money, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I made a little piece of it because he was using my name, but I ain't get it because he was using my name. I got it because I work. But as young as I was, he was paying me as much as the most motherfucker was making on the crew. We had like 8 to 10 people on the crew at all times. I was making the highest, just like the biggest mechanic. We call them mechanics, a professional carpet layer. At 19, I was making as much as somebody who had been doing it for 30 years. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. That's the most. I'd like to see 100 grand. I'd love to see 100 grand cash one time before I leave this motherfucker. Like, that shouldn't be too much to ask. You know what I'm saying? And I'd blow the shit. I'd still be a broke motherfucker. I had me a couple toys. I'd probably pay off the cars, pay off a little bit on the house, and buy a riding lawnmower. You know what I'm saying? And be broke as shit. I'd have a refrigerator full of food for about a month and a half. But I can blow 100 grand quick. I know I could. But I'd like to see it one time in life. You know what I'm saying? 50 years. The most money that I've had myself was probably when I was selling drugs. You know what I mean? And you didn't really get to use that money. It ain't like you went out and shopped with that money and shit because you had to re-up. And that's just the truth of it. I was young, you know what I'm saying? But you know, you get a couple things, get rid of a couple things, and you have a few grand in your pocket. But you know, most of that few grand is going back in so you can get a couple more things. And you know, I wasn't very good at drug dealing because I liked women, and women, you know, they eat drugs to fuck up. You don't make no kind of profit. But it is what it is. I had fun. I partied like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? It is what it is. We're talking 30 years ago, 35 years ago. Shit. You know, don't judge me now. We all did shit when we was young. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Let's think about what did I see that really made me start thinking about it. I think it was a video. I think it was a video on Instagram, and the dude was breaking down these secret schools. Did anybody see this? If this rings a bell. And he was talking about how these schools wasn't teaching kids mathematics or spelling bees or George Washington shit. Like, these schools were teaching kids how to control a room without speaking, how to have pure dominance over everybody in a business and throughout a whole business, not just your own business, but every competition business too, how you can reign supreme and shit. Like, real teaching on how to rule the world, you know what I'm saying? And they were talking about how these really elite motherfuckers, these really rich motherfuckers, how these are what their kids, that's the schools their kids are going to. You know, they don't even have like a curriculum or there's no grades or anything. They're just teaching these kids how to be powerful and elite. I mean, I couldn't imagine, man. Imagine the opportunities. Imagine how far you're going to be ahead of everybody else with that kind of education. You know what I mean? And an education that only these motherfuckers can get. Unless you break through the fucking algorithm, break through the life algorithm, and get to that elite spot where you can get in there and then get your kids. You know what I mean? Put your kids in those elite spots. Like, we're so pressed to send our kids to school at these little fucking schools that's around the way. And then we get mad when they only bringing home D's and C's and shit like that. Man, there's kids out here being taught how to control countries, how to control entire businesses, how to walk into a room and own that motherfucker with 1,000 people sitting in it. And these motherfuckers are being taught by the very best and the most rich motherfuckers walking around, you know what I mean? Like, man, there's some powerful shit going on, and we ain't a part of it. We ain't nothing but fucking slaves to these people, man. They keep us fighting and bickering over Trumps and Bidens, or what color your skin is, or if a girl's skinny or fat, or if a dude's got a beard or not. Oh, you said this word or that word. Oh my God. Let's kill people. You know what I'm saying? It's sickening, man. It's sickening how they got us. They got us wrapped, man. And I don't know how you fight it. I don't know how you go against it, man. Only thing I know how to do is to try to stay the fuck away from people, man. You know, stay to myself. Stay secluded and away from all the evil that lurks, that walks this planet, these cities, and these states that are so fucked up. It's crazy, man. Y'all feeling me, man? Y'all feel me on this? Or y'all like, Tribe, what the fuck did you go live for to talk about this bullshit? We know we broke, man. Fuck them people. We don't care. You got to think about it, though. Like, man, I love my desk, right? I made this desk with some 2x4s, some plywood, and some $5 laminate I got super duper discounted at Lowe's. This fucking desk cost me about 20 bucks. 20 motherfucking dollars. Even the plywood I got off of that. If you go in Lowe's, they got a thing where they like leftover wood or people brought back or wood that's too fucked up to sell and shit, and they put it on this rack and it's discounted. That's how I got the plywood too. The 2x4s is the cheapest fucking 2x4s you can find in Lowe's. They're all warped and shit. They ain't got no kind of treatment on them or nothing. This desk cost me about 20 bucks, and you know what? This is the best motherfucking desk I ever had in my life. I love sitting at this desk. This motherfucker's off the chain. It's huge. It fits all my shit. It's tall. You know what I'm saying? I fucking love this desk. And that bitch cost me about $20. Shit. I can be satisfied with that. Yet there's motherfuckers out here with $12 billion and they're still not satisfied. There's a motherfucker driving a Bugatti right now, and he's thinking about another car that he wants. Like, damn, I shouldn't have got this piece of shit. I should have got that damn Benz, man. You know what? Tomorrow, I'm going to take this bitch back. I'm going to go get that Benz. You know what? Fuck it. I'll keep this one, too, and go get the Benz, too. You know what I mean? Like, there's really people out here that are stupid rich. Stupid rich. I was watching, I don't know if y'all watch Osmond Gold. I watch Osmond Gold, man. I like the dude. I think he's 100% purely who the fuck he is. I don't think there's a fake fucking bone in his body whatsoever. That dude is truly who the fuck he is. You know what I'm saying? I love that about a real motherfucker. I love me a real motherfucker. There's just no fake in him whatsoever. That is one of the most beautifulest things you can have on this fucking planet. Is to be 100% real. Just you. But he also has some other friends and shit, man. And there's this dude, he used to do this Steak and Eggs podcast with Emaru and Tectone. So I finally found Tectone, his own channel. And I started following that dude. And yesterday or the day before, man, I was watching one of his videos. And he was breaking down how Switch, they went from making like $17,000 in a month to $4. Like Switch just took all their fucking revenue from them. And I was like, yeah, that's fucked up, man. I hate to hear that. But I was thinking to myself, $17,000 in a month? For what? For talking shit on the internet? Are you fucking kidding? You can make $17,000 in a month talking shit on the internet? What the fuck have I been doing wrong? I talk much shit on the internet. This motherfucker complaint, man, give me 1 month like that, YouTube. Give me 1 motherfucking month like that. Man, I'll take the year off. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'll do 1 live stream. Well, I'm lying. Because if y'all paid me $17,000, y'all would never get me off this motherfucker. If I could make $17,000 a month, yeah, I would live on this motherfucker. I'll go to sleep on this bed. I'll see y'all in the morning, man. I'm just going to go to sleep right here. Just like, I'm just going to go to sleep. I'll holler at y'all in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't shutting this bed. I'm just going to make money. You know what I mean? Shit. But then, he showed Osmond Gold shit. Osmond Gold, he like showed a video of Osmond Gold talking about his money situation. And Osmond Gold said he could have made $400,000 in 1 month because of how many people watch him and the shit that he does. Look, y'all, look. Could y'all imagine? And maybe some of y'all make money like that. I don't know. But in 1 month, could y'all imagine making $400,000 in 1 month? from hanging out online talking shit just about whatever the fuck's going on in life like we always do anyway? Could y'all imagine that? $400,000 fucking dollars in 1 month? I don't make that in 10 years. And I don't make shit offline. I'm gonna tell you, I might next month I might get a check for $100, and it'll be the first check that I've gotten from YouTube in like since 2024. Like, I haven't got nothing from YouTube this year. I haven't really been doing much because we moved and all that shit and a bunch. But I mean, like, don't think I don't make nothing on YouTube. Like, I get a couple cents every video. Like, if my video does good, I'll make $1 on it. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers making $400,000 in a month. Tectone said that he made $17,000. Wait. Let me go back. Because they don't just stream on YouTube. They stream on Twitch. They stream on Kick. They got their Rumble accounts. They dropping their Instagrams. They doing all this shit, right? So Tectone talked about how the economy's bad. So he has to have a regular job on top of his full-time social media working. This Bama's making $17,000 off of one motherfucking channel, like one thing on his channel. So he's making multiple things on the channel. He's doing a channel in other places, making a bunch of money too. What the fuck you mean you need $17,000 in a month and you need another job, motherfucker? What the fuck are you buying? What economy? What economy ain't affecting you? The fuck you talking about? They bullshitting ass motherfucker. Come on, dog. Come on. Look, you and this is why I like Osmond Gold. And this is why Osmond Gold's got more followers than you, Tectone. Cause I just want to call you out on your shit real quick. You can't tell an audience that you make $17,000 in a month and the economy's rough, so you got to get a real job too. Man, get the fuck out my face. You know how many motherfuckers would die to make $17,000 in 1 month? Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Stop it. And that's just one thing. You're making more than that. He even said one of the things. Just one of the things. Let's just say it was Twitch, or whatever the fuck it is. He made 60 grand in a month. Now, he still made YouTube money and Instagram money and all this other money too. But on one of the things, he made 60 grand in a month. He said that all while in the middle of all this, all the economy's bad. Come on, dog. That's some bullshit, dog. That's some bullshit. You can't say that. I don't give a fuck. You can't cry. Look, you can't drive a Benz, a Beamer, have a fucking $2 million house and complain that the economy's bad, dog. You know what I mean? You ain't hurting like other people are hurting. You know, there's millions of motherfuckers in this country that can't afford to get healthy food from the grocery store, man. They buying oodles of noodles. They buying 57 packs of ramen noodles, man. Because that's all they can afford. And they're watching you and supporting you, and you complaining that you need to make you got to get a real job after making 100 grand a month, 150 grand a month, 17 grand a month. Come on, man. Stop it. Just stop it. I tell you what, if I was to ever get lucky, and let's just say some crazy ass reason the algorithm scooped me up and threw me out there, and for some wild ass reason 1 million people started following me and I started making 17 grand a month, I promise you this, we all gonna have a good time. Cause I ain't gonna be no super chatting. I'm gonna be super chatting y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be giveaways. Shit, I be doing say. Well, I mean, Mr. Beast used to do it, man. But that motherfucker, I don't know about Mr. Beast. I think he's a slickster, man. He was giving away money to make more money. You know what I mean? Me, I'm gonna be hooking motherfuckers up, man. Like, if y'all ever sat back and just thought about, man, if I won the lotto, what would you do with the money? If I won $20 million, what's the first thing you would do? Like, the first thing I would do is hit up all the people I love and be like, here's a deposit, here's a check. Go ahead and take care of your house and your cars. Fill up the refrigerator, man. Pay your electric bill and your water bills and shit for a year in advance. So you ain't got to worry about money for a year. And now just live and see how life goes when you ain't got to worry about that motherfucking dollar. And it would be everybody I love. I would even hook up like family members that I don't even fuck with like that. You know what I'm saying? Just because they family. I would just send a note. Don't contact me. I still hate you, but here's some money. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up. And my kids, oh my God. My kids, man, they wouldn't have to worry about a motherfucking thing. Every one of them would have a fat ass bank account. You know what I'm saying? I just can't imagine these rich motherfuckers out here, man. How they living, how they doing this thing. Osmond Gold, though, y'all should check him out if y'all don't watch him, man. That motherfucker makes like so much money, or he bypasses so much money and really don't give a fuck about it. Like, the dude is really, he's a different type of motherfucker. That motherfucker eats like $2 steaks and shit. Like, the only thing he likes to eat is he likes to drink his sodas, and he eats like beef jerky. Like, he don't go nowhere. He don't buy nothing. He says he don't spend all the money that he makes. He'd be surprised if he spent 2% of it. Like, he puts money into things. Like, I guess he invests or something by the way he was talking about it. Like, or maybe he invests in friends, or somebody hit him up and be like, look, man, we can start up this company, man. We need this kind of money to get it started. All right, I got you here, boom. But he don't buy nothing for himself. Like, if you see him, man, he's always wearing some regular old clothes. He's always online. He's in the same room. He's in the same house that he grew up in. His mom passed away, and he kept the house, and he just stays in that same motherfucking house. I mean, the dude's got millions, man, and he lives like he's broke. That's some cool. That's a way to stay humble, man. It's pretty crazy, though. It's pretty crazy. Shit's mind blowing. Y'all heard there's a new Kanye West song out there, man. And there's like some fucking dance going along with it. It's like something to do with that German dude back in the days who slaughtered like 6 million people. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the name of the song or some shit. And they got a dance that they're doing to it. And it's like going viral and shit. And Kanye West put it up. What the fuck is going on in this planet, man? What's going on in this world, y'all? What's up with these rich people, man? They're going bonkers. I think the internet done fucked everybody up. I know some people think it was the shot, the Jabberooski. You know what I'm saying? They think the Jabberooski done warped some brains and shit. And hey, I don't know. And I wouldn't know because I got the motherfucker. So maybe I'm just as twisted as they are. Shit, I don't fuck if I know, man. I look in the mirror, I see the same motherfucker, but who knows, man? Who knows? Oh, shit. I might play the game later, you know what I mean? If anybody's chilling, ain't got nothing to do, just want to watch a motherfucker play the game. I know a lot of people ain't into that shit. Man, fuck that game, man. I can't stand when the game's being played in my motherfucking house. What I want to turn on the TV and watch another motherfucker play the game for? But I haven't played the game yet, man. I promised my son I'd play. He likes to sit back and go to sleep watching dad play, you know, Splatoon and shit. So I might do a little Splatoon in the night, you know what I mean? I just wanted to get on this bitch and holler at y'all, man. See what's up with y'all. You know what I mean? So what up? What y'all been up to? Y'all ain't saying shit. Why ain't y'all saying shit? I can't hear y'all. You ain't saying nothing. Salute. Salute. What's Dudley? For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Yeah, I feel you. Lay not up for yourself treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and thieves break through and steal. You know, I wonder though. Press one. I wonder though, man. Sometimes you hear these sayings, and I wonder if those sayings are just to keep our broke asses broke. You know what I'm saying? Like, money's the root of all evil. But damn, you drive a nice ass car, live in a nice ass house, and eat some good ass food, motherfucker. Your family taken care of, kids doing good, got nice clothes on. Okay, money the root of all evil, yeah, but it's still nice to have some of that shit. You know what I mean? I don't know, I'm just saying, man, we gotta look at everything nowadays. We gotta look at everything. You know, there've been some people that fuck with that Bible too. You know what I mean? Like, that was 2,000 years ago. How many hands have touched that Bible? How many times has it been rewritten? How much shit was taken out and how much shit was put in? That's just the things I wonder. You know what I mean? Now, don't get it twisted. I've been talking to God lately. I've really been speaking to him. And I swear I think he's watching me. I ain't lying, man. I be seeing signs like crazy. It's wild. I don't know, man. And the way he come at me with some people that really always talked about it and was always with it. It's crazy, man. It's like he came at me like super hard. But there's some things I question, man. Some of these churches, some of these people that'll be, and I ain't talking about you in the chat, but I'm talking about like these preachers, these people that be preaching the word and all this. Like, I'm not sure about all this shit, man. I'm just not sure about all this shit. A lot of shit is to keep you down, to keep you in check, controlled. They don't want nobody getting nothing. They don't want you to get ahead. Believe that. Think about it. Even your own friends. Even your own friends don't want you to get too far ahead of them. They be jealous as a motherfucker, mad as a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers be mad as shit you got something. I don't even tell no. I ain't told nobody. I ain't told nobody about us and what me and Nisi have done. I remember when I bought like my vehicles and shit. I never told nobody nothing, man. Cause I come from where if you get a little up on things, if you make a come up, the motherfuckers around you will turn on you, man. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers be looking at you, licking their lips like, oh yeah, you got what? Oh shit, man. You know, why should you have it and not me? You know what I mean? And that's how these motherfuckers be too. Your best friend will turn on your ass. Don't get it twisted. How many wives out here have left their husbands because of money? How many husbands out here have left their wives because of money? Like, people turn on people, man. There's parents out here that sell their own kids. Life is evil as fuck, man. I don't tell nobody shit. Tell them nothing. Motherfuckers don't even know I got a YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? I got siblings and family don't even have no idea I got a fucking YouTube channel. Cause I know them ignorant motherfuckers, man. They'll see my channel, see I got 5,000 subs, they'll think I'm making $1 million off YouTube. About, oh, you're a YouTube, oh, you're making buku dollars. You got that Mr. Beast money, don't you? Let me get $20. Let me get $30. You know my motherfucking electrics do. Come on, Jimmy. Come on, Jimmy. Let me get $100. You got that YouTube money. Motherfucker. I ain't got shit. I ain't got nothing. I remember I had my 3 kids, right? I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story, man. I'm gonna troll my mama real quick. So I'm sitting there. I'm a single dad. Got 3 little ones. 3 years old, 6 years old, 7-year-old. I'm struggling, right? Living in a trailer. Trailer's like a 1963. It's got the sliding closet doors and shit. Bathroom doors, a sliding door, never stays on track. Can't take a shit. The whole fucking neighborhood can hear you. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, my mother hits me up. Jim. Yeah, Ma, what's up? Man, I need some help. I need some help, man. You know, I got your brothers and your sisters. I got your brother and your sisters up in the house. You got to help me out, man. I need $124. You need $124. What's the electric going to get cut off? No, electric ain't. What, you short on the rent? No. What, you need some groceries in the house? No. Well, what's wrong? Water bill? No. The cable's going to be cut off. The cable's going to be cut off. You want me to give you $124, take away from my 3 kids and my broke ass, living in this broke ass, so you can sit on the couch and watch TV? Are you out of your motherfucking mind? And acting like it's the end of the world? Asking me for $124 for your motherfucking cable bill? Telling you, man, life's a motherfucker, man. Life's a motherfucker. You know I paid that motherfucking cable bill? You know I paid that motherfucking cable bill, too. I probably ain't answered the phone for like 3 months after that. Man, I don't want to hear it. I don't give a fuck. If I don't hear it, then I don't have to do it. Because, you know, I mean, you know, when it comes to my mama, man, my mama could have said, hey, man, I need this motherfucker off. All right, when? By when? Next Tuesday? All right, you got an address or something? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's your mama, man. You gotta do what your mama say. You know what I mean? Your mama asked for something, you gotta give it to him. So finally, what it came down to is I had to cut my mama off. I had to cut her completely off, man. It was the only way for me to get away from that I don't even know what the word is for it, man. But I had to walk away. I had to walk away. It was a downer, man. It was a downer. It wasn't good, man. It wasn't nice. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna talk shit about my mama. My mama a wild ass motherfucker though. My mama was gangster as shit. My mama was she was a bad motherfucker, man. And she was gorgeous. You know what I mean? Growing up, she was like one of the prettiest women you ever seen in your life, man. Black hair, like, you know, down to the middle of her back. She was like 110 pounds. Always tan, looking like Pocahontas. She looked like an Indian chick, you know what I'm saying? Just pretty as a motherfucker, high cheekbones, looked like Cher a little bit. Beautiful woman. But man, she had demons running through her like you wouldn't fucking believe, Jack. But she came up hard, man. You know what I mean? She had a rough go at it. So it turned her rough, man. And then when, she had me at a very young age, and you figure a teenage female has this little boy. Now she ain't had no man. So now she got to make this little boy be the man and be the man quick. And he got to handle business. If there's any danger, he got to be able to take care of it. I don't give a fuck if he's 3 years old. He can pick up something and use it. You know what I'm saying? Cherokee know what I'm talking about, man. The pharaohness, man. The pharaohness. You know what I'm talking about, dog. Life's a crazy motherfucker, y'all. It's a crazy walk. But we keep walking. And we keep getting it. Shit. I learned how to be a decent dude probably watching like Good Times and The Cosby Show and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because everything around in my life, man, was some wild shit. Holy moly, motherfucker. It was some wild shit, man. But I knew you wasn't supposed to. You can't go through your whole life being like that, man. You can't walk your whole life just being vicious. You gotta give some trust when it's deserved. You gotta show love. You gotta have some softness about you every once in a while. Shit. You know what I mean? You still gotta keep those demons. You still gotta keep your guard up. Can't trust hardly nothing. But you gotta have a little bit of love too. You gotta be able to shed a tear. You gotta be able to laugh. Or else you end up like on death row. Or you end up in one too many street wars and you end up dead. You know what I'm saying? I just thank God I was smart enough. Because when it comes down to it, that's what it comes down to. Because there's motherfuckers that have been in my situation and grew up like me. And they ended up going a very, very, very wrong route in the long run. And they ain't never get no peaceful moment in life. You know what I'm saying? But me, I was smarter than that. And that's what it comes down to. It's about smartness, man. It's having them instincts and that smartness to not get caught up in that bullshit. And most of all, not get caught. And be smart enough to do shit on your own when you gotta do a little bit of dirt. When you gotta be a cruddy motherfucker because life demands it. You do that shit by yourself, man. You don't trust people. You smart enough not to do dirt with them people. With nobody, man. So you creep and crawl through life and do your thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Thank God I was smart enough. Shit, just smart enough. I ain't getting no extra smarts or nothing. It ain't like, God was handing out, extra smartness and shit. He ain't hooked me up with none of that shit. He gave me just enough smartness to stay living to 50 and not be in prison for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Not yet. And he put people in my life. You know what I mean? But another thing that really helped me out, I don't know, maybe there's somebody out there that can relate. Something that helped me out was when I was 17, I had my first kid. And that's when I knew what love was. And that's when I knew, wait a minute, you can't be all that fucked up with this little girl. This is you, dog. This is your little girl. There's no way in the world you can have fucked up shit around her. So no matter what, you better straighten the fuck up and be a good dad to this little girl, I'll tell you that. You know what I mean? And then boom, it went on from there. Had a couple more kids. Realized I didn't want them to go through all the shit that I went through. Man, when I had kids and I started raising my kids and being a father and doing all that shit, I looked back at how I was raised and was like, what the fuck was you doing? You didn't give two fucks about me at all. You looked at me like I was just a fucking dog, man. What the fuck was that? How in the fuck could you do that to your own seed? I'm telling you, that's what hit me. Like over and over and over and over and over, like all, everything that would happen with my kids and the things that I would be doing with my kids and shit. It would just flash to me like, shit, man. I went through 10 times worse than that, and them motherfuckers didn't give two shits. Them motherfuckers put me in those situations. What the fuck? There was one big one. I think I've talked about it before, but I'm coming out of kindergarten, walking with the walk lady. There was this, walk lady that would like walk the kids to the cars if they were getting picked up. And it was a black lady. She was the nicest person in the world. I just remember I was in kindergarten, but I can picture her right now. She was so sweet to me. She was so like caring. And she'd walk me to my mom's car every motherfucking day. Well, this one day, some shit was happening, and she was like, okay, go ahead, go on to your car. And she didn't walk me all the way. And it was weird. It was the one time. And I sit here and think about it. I bet you my mother didn't park as close as she normally does. I bet you she parked a little farther away. So she probably just didn't walk. Maybe that was it. I don't know. But I think some shit started happening because it was like she was going to some other kids or something. So anyway, I jump up in the car. And this was them old like Monte Carlos and shit. Them old cars that had the seat that goes all the way across. So if you jump in the back, the whole front seat blocks the whole motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying? So I jump up in that joint. I lean up on the seat. I'm like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Getting out of school. I'm all happy. I'm jumping up in the car. There was some dude in there, man. He had a gun on my mama. And he kind of slipped. When I jumped up on the seat, he was slipping it away. But my little ass, I'm looking at the car. I don't know who this motherfucker. What's this dude doing in the car? So I seen the gun and shit. I look in the mirror. I look at my mom. I look in the mirror again. She's like, sit back in the seat. Sit back in the seat. Just don't say nothing. I'm like, oh, shit. Ain't this about a bitch? And I remember they stopped at a store. And she left me in the car with the motherfucker. But he was kind of cool, though, if I remember correctly. It's like he talked to me like, so how was school, man? I was like, it was all right. How's that gun feel? You know what I'm saying? What you got in that thing? But, I ain't say no shit like that. I was probably like, it was good. It was good. You know what I mean? But she went in there to get this motherfucker some liquor. Now, anyway, we end up driving back to the house. He goes up in his, like, apartment right down the street. And me and my mama, we go into the house and get into the bathtub. And the police come and there's shots fired. He's shooting out of his fucking apartment and shit. And we're in the bathtub because, if any bullets stray. But the word was, she said, I thought he was either going to rape me or kill me. But I figured if I picked you up from school, he couldn't do that. Because I didn't think he would do it if you was in the car. At the time, like, whoo, that's, man, smart thinking, man. I'm glad I could help you out. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoo, man, you're a genius. But then when you get older and shit and you look back, man, if I'm in the car with a motherfucker with a gun on me, the last motherfucking thing I'm going to do is pick up my kid. The last thing I'm going to do is put my kid in that situation. The fuck is wrong with you, woman? The fuck is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? It's just shit like that, man. It's just shit like that. You think about these things and like, what the fuck? You know, if I remember correctly, this motherfucker gets out of jail. He was eating a banana. My mother picked this motherfucker up. My mother picked this motherfucker up from work. I mean, from jail. From work. He was eating a motherfucking, he walked out of jail with a motherfucking banana. And I was in the car. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker was sitting in the back seat. I remember looking back at that motherfucker. He was eating a banana. He's just as calm as a motherfucker. And I still to this day, man, I need to ask her, man, why the fuck, was it him? Was that the dude that you picked up from jail? The motherfucker that was going to shoot you and shit? Crazy life, man. Crazy life. Crazy, you know what I'm saying? Just some wild shit. I remember my mama came home. This was like, I was like 15. We were in this, we lived in this trailer. It wasn't really a trailer park. It had like 4 or 5 trailers. And then there was a bunch of houses. But we lived in one of the trailers. It was just me and my mama. I was like 15 or about to turn 15 or something. And my mama, you know, she was running out to the bars and shit. And she come home one night, man. And she comes busting up in the door. She's like, Jimmy, get your gun. You know, I'm chilling, watching TV. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I think I was watching like Terminator 2 or some shit. She's like, Jimmy, get your gun. Man, what? What is it now? Get my gun. Get your gun. What? Why? What? What? There's this dude. He brought me home. I think he's going to, you know, want to do something with me, and I ain't gonna be able to tell him. You gotta get rid of him for me. Well, what the fuck? I need a gun for, man. Like, for all she knew, I would have just jumped up, grabbed it, walked outside, and started popping. You know what I mean? Like, holla at you, homie. Like, mama said. Shit, mama said. But she told me that shit. I'm like, man, just, you know, at 15, grown men ain't mean shit to me. Like, I wasn't scared to throw hands with, I'd thrown hands with grown men a few times. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't scared to just fight a motherfucker. You know, at 15, that wasn't nothing, man. I felt like a trained athlete by that time. Shit. So I walks outside, man. And dude's sitting in his truck. I'm like, what's up, man? He's like, hey, how's it going? I was like, man, you trying to fuck with my mama, man? The fuck you still sitting out here for? She came in the house. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, man. What the fuck you sitting in my driveway? Oh, no. I thought she was coming back out to talk. Man, get the fuck out my driveway, man. Man, look, seriously, man. You got to pull the fuck up out my driveway, man. It's 1 o'clock in the fucking morning, man. All right, man, I apologize, young man. And he went on about his business. I come back in, mom all drunk. Oh, thank you, Jimmy. I love you. That's what I need you to do. That son of a bitch was gonna try to mess with me. Man, what the fuck? What the fuck kind of shit is this? Now I'm your motherfucking bodyguard, man. The fuck? Man, y'all want to hear a fucked up ass story, man, and then I'll call it a night. I don't think I've ever told y'all about this. I had a homeboy, man, real close to me. His name was Joey. Called him Lil Joe. I knew that motherfucker since he was like 11 years old. He was like the little Bama that you know, you take under your wing and you know, train them to be a cool motherfucker. You know, when you're a teenager and there's this little youngin that lives around you, you know, I got him his first piece of pussy, you know, had him like one of the most popular motherfuckers in school in his grade and shit, you know, because he hung out with me. You know what I'm saying? All my friends and shit, man. And, you know, we knew everybody. Man, later on in life, though, later on in life, I had I had him over the house. I had a couple girls over there. Still friends with him. Was still friends with one of them to this day. I think she even fought. She's one of my friends that fought when I first started this channel. I told her about it, and she followed me, and she's followed me ever since. And she was there. She was there. Now, her baby daddy was one of my best friends, and he's the one that jumped in the river and killed himself when there was that huge storm and the water was raging. There was like no way you could survive, and he was all drunk and depressed and shit and just dove in, and he ended up drowning and dying. But my other homeboy, Lil Joe, he's over the house and shit. We all drinking and shit. My mama's there, my little sister's there. One of my little sisters. I think both my little sisters was there, but one of my older little sisters. So we all drunk and shit, man. I'm gonna tell y'all, this is how much power my mom had over me. This is how connected we were as far as total protection over your mama and your sisters and your family as a young man. Like, we all partying and shit. You know, I'm sitting downstairs. The two girls that's over the house, man, they sitting on the couch across from me. And, you know, Lil Joe was drunk. You know, he's talking a little bit of shit. But, man, he had been around me since he was 11 years old, man. Like, he's not, he's part of the family. Like, that dude. Anyway, my mother comes downstairs. She gives me this look. And it was the look of, you need to completely erase a motherfucker from the planet. And that she had given me these looks through the years. I knew exactly what, she didn't have to say shit. But she comes, you know, I'm sitting there talking and shit. She comes down, I look up, and she gives me that look. Instantly, I become a new human being. I become that feral motherfucker that no longer sees anything else in the room but what do I gotta do? And she said, Lil Joe. And here come Little Joe down the steps after her. There was a half-gallon bottle of vodka, the one that has like the little, where you can stick your finger through the handle of it, like up top there's like a real thick glass ring that you can stick your finger through to like turn it up, or you can stick your finger through and do like the moonshiners do and pick it up. I picked that motherfucker up and went upside his head. I swung that motherfucker as hard as I could. Swat! Smashed the whole half-gallon over top of his motherfucking head. And I still had the ring on with part of the handle. And I went for him. Oh, and there was this other dude there, this older dude that was like trying to be boyfriend, girlfriend with my mama and shit at the time. Pretty nice dude, but, you know, redneck dude. And I went to go on, I was going to take Lil Joe the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? And that's all it took. She looked at me a certain way. She said, Lil Joe. And I knew it was time to do something like that. Now, drinking was involved, but I wasn't that drunk. So I hit that motherfucker, man. Shattered that bottle, man. I mean, there's like globs of blood all over the floor. I jump on top of that motherfucker and I'm trying to get to his throat. I got this fucking piece of this fucking bottle in my hand. I'm trying to get to his throat. Her little boyfriend dude tried to come over and grab me to get me to stop me from doing anything, I turned around on him and was like, and he seen it in my face, like, dude, you won't be here no longer neither, homie. You need to just move the fuck on, get the fuck out the way. So, but him doing that kind of saved the whole situation. Because after I got done where I was going viciously attack his ass, I turned my focus back to Little Joe, and then I could see all the blood everywhere and how fucked up he was from me hitting him. And I was like, all right, hold up, man. Take a second. You know what I'm saying? Take a second. And then I started noticing, like, the two girls that were sitting on the couch, when I hit him, the glass went everywhere and it went all over on them and they were all screaming and shit, but I didn't hear all that shit when that shit happened. And I'm telling the truth, this is exactly how it went. There ain't no other shit with it. Everything else was just fine that night. There was nothing else going on. My mama come downstairs, gave me that look and said, Little Joe. And that's all it took. And there's people out there that can tell you, I'm telling you nothing but the truth. So anyway, I think it was them two girls. I'm pretty sure it was them two. Anyway, so then I ended up walking outside or something, man. I'm like, let me walk outside, let me regroup before I kill this motherfucker. Finally, Lil Joe gets up off the ground. He starts to stumble outside. And he gets into the driveway, and he's like walking down the driveway, but he's kind of stumbling and shit. So I walk up on him, and I'm kind of wondering, hey, are you going to make it? You know what I mean? Because he was bleeding pretty bad. And I'm just thinking to myself, are you going to make it? I don't know where you going or what you doing, but I don't want you to, you know, police can get involved. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like self-protection type thing. Like, dude, like, if you ain't gonna make it, I gotta make sure I don't go to prison the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? It's just something like that. Like, that's how crazy it was. But he kind of snapped out of it, and he was like, man, what the fuck are you doing? And with him saying that, it snapped. Now, when somehow we had the vodka, and then we had the bottle of mixing shit. And I think I had took some of the vodka and poured it in the mixing thing, so I was kind of drinking out of that bottle. But I had that in my hands, and when he said that to me, it snapped back in that my mother had looked at me that way and said, I hit his ass again. Wham! He went flying on the motherfucking ground. And he's like, man, stop, man, stop, man, stop. And he kind of like was pleading for his life. And this is my little homie, man. But he wasn't a little homie. At this point, he wasn't no little homie no more. We were grown men. You know what I'm saying? I was like 4 years older than him, but he was like 23. And I was like 26 or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were grown men. This wasn't when he was no little dude. This was later on when we were older. So he started pleading for us, and I just told him, I said, man, get away from me as fast as you can, dog, because I don't know, I don't know what's gonna happen, man. I'm not really all there right now. I remember feeling that way. I just told him, I said, man, you just got to go. You just go on, man. Just go. Go as fast as you can. Go. Cause it might snap back in again. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do, man. Shit's fucked up. So then he took off. Next thing you know, the police show up. I hear the police coming. This motherfucker had done ran down the street and went to somebody's house he ain't even know and was trying to get help. And them people, of course, you know, he's got blood all over him. He's bashed open. He's all fucked up. They called the police, you know what I'm saying? And the people are like, where are you coming from? And I guess he was like, from right up the street. I was at my friend's house. And so I hear the police coming. So my motherfucking ass, I'm out. You know what I mean? I ain't, no sir. I ain't talking to no police tonight. So I take off in the woods. And this is like November, mid-November. It's cold as a motherfucker outside. I got a jogging suit on, but I got a t-shirt on with jogging pants. I don't have the top. I'm in short sleeves. And when I hit the woods, I'm darting through the woods. It's pitch black, dark outside. Can't see shit. So I come up on this big ass waterway, water all the way up to my waist. End up soaking myself. I'm out in the middle of the woods till like fucking damn near daylight, like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. Finally, I come strolling back. And my mother told the police the biggest lie you'd ever tell in your life, but she had to get the heat off. So she said that Lil Joe had done all this shit and that she made up a whole scenario that pretty much just said that, you know, what happened to him, it was because it was his fault, and, you know, it had to be done because he was a threat to the people in this house type thing. Let's say that. That motherfucker ain't do nothing, man. That motherfucker ain't do nothing, man. My mother was drunk, and Lil Joe was sitting there talking to my little sister upstairs, which he had done a million fucking times. And you can talk to my little sister. She got to tell the truth. He wasn't doing nothing at all, but my mother seen him talking to my little sister and just had a crazy thought in her mind. So she come scooting on downstairs for me to take him the fuck out. But just because she's fucking schizophrenic and fucking crazy as shit. Now he done hung himself. He's been gone for a long time now. You know, I went over his house a couple days later. Like, look, man, I ain't know, blaming on the liquor, man. I don't know what the fuck happened that night, dog, but you been my little homie for over a decade, shorty. We got years in this, man. I got love for you, man. I don't know what the fuck happened, man. I don't know what the fuck happened, man. But I hope you're all right. And we stayed tight after that. Like, there was always that friction there, though. He would get drunk and I could see it in him. Like, man, this motherfucker wants to sneak me. He's thinking about that time I busted him upside his motherfucking head, man. He was. I had to watch him. That motherfucker one day he gonna sneak me. He gonna try to get me back. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Life's crazy. Yeah, but these are the things you do, man. These are the things you go through. So I had to get away from that woman. I haven't talked to my mother in I probably haven't talked to my mother and heard her voice in 10 years. My mother will end up dying, and I won't go to her funeral. We're dead to each other. But it's just how life goes sometimes, man. I'll never speak to her again. She'll never speak to me again, and that's just how it'll be. And not because of that. Other shit happened, you know what I'm saying? You can imagine plenty of shit happened, but I had to walk away, man. Family. But if I ever got like $10 million or something, I would make sure she has a house and a car, and I'd make sure that she was like taken care of. But I would be like, look, still don't contact me. I don't ever want to speak to you. But here, take care of yourself. I still slide her some change. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Man, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Appreciate y'all listening to my shit. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. You know what I mean? Take my little 5-10 minute break. I might go play the game. I might not. I don't know. Get to thinking about this shit, man. There's too many motherfuckers dead, man. There's just too many motherfuckers dead. They're always popping up in my head, man, no matter what I'm doing. When everybody you ever known is fucking dead, man, there's just so much shit on your mind, man, all the fucking time, man. It's crazy. Life's a motherfucker. Well, I'm here for something, I guess. I don't know. Well, I'm going to holler at y'all on the next one, man. I appreciate y'all. Much love. You know what I mean? Cheer. Salute. Press 1. Rest in peace, Lil Joe. Rest in peace, JM. Rest in peace, all you motherfuckers. Yeah. Cheer.